Hello everyone, good evening once again. So welcome back. So in this video we are gonna start with next concepts. So let us start with next concept is nothing but we are going to discuss about the concept called variable. Okay, so this is the next video 5 in the series. So let us understand what is a variable. Let us understand with respect to the raw example so that we will get a clarity. Okay, so assume that you have a memory card. Okay, you have a memory card. Now you tell me what is this memory card? Can I say it is a storage? Clear? So this memory card is nothing but what? It's a storage. Okay. Now this storage is used to what? Store the data. Clear? Now this storage is used to what? Store the data. Now the same thing with respect to the computer memories. If I talk another memory or another storage is nothing but a pen drive. Can I take an example of pen drive? Exactly. Now you see, pen drive is also a storage which is used to store the data. Same thing along with that we have another memory called what? SD card. Or I can take an example of hard disk. Clear? Now these all are nothing but different types of storages which are used to store the data. Now can I say these all storage with respect to what? Our computer. Isn't it? These all storages are related to what? Our computer. Now understand. Now with respect to the programming, what is that? With respect to programming I want a storages. Clear? With respect to the programming, what I need? Storages. Now if you need a storages with respect to the programming, why you want the storages? To store the data. Why exactly you want the storages? To store the data. Now after storing, what you can do? You can do anything. Okay, now to do that, so any programming language, I can say any language, clear, any programming language which comes with the storages. Now any programming language, whatever the storages we are going to have, storages, any programming language comes with the storages. Now these storages, what are they going to do? They are going to store the data. Exactly, what are they going to do? They are going to store the data. Now after storing, what do you want to do? You can do anything, you can do any kind of a task. Now those storages only, among that storages we have one storage called what? Variable. So what is a variable? Variable is a storager. You can say variable is a storage. So what it does, it stores the data. Same thing along with the variable we have collections. What are we going to have? Collections. Now collection is also storages or storage which stores the data, and we are going to use it for any kind of a task. Clear? That is what variable is. So simple. What do you mean by variable? Variable is just, I can say, it's a container used to store the data. I can say that variable is a container. Variable is what? Container. I can say used to, what you are going to do? Store the data. That's all. Variable just it's a container used to store the data. Done. Now if I talk about variable in detail, every variable, whatever the variable you are going to create, I can say every variable has two characteristics. Every variable has what? Two characteristics. What is that? Two characteristics is nothing but first characteristic is what? Data. What is the first thing? Data, and followed by second one is nothing but variable name. What is the second one? Variable name. That is what? Every variable, every memory, what you are going to create. In Python, we will have two things. One is a data. Second thing is nothing but a variable name. For this container, what is the name you are going to create? Because we can have multiple memories like this. We can create multiple memories. Now we need to justify what this container stores, what is the container name. What this container stores, what is the container name. What is this container stores and what is the container name. That we need to justify it. That is what. Understand what is a variable? Variable is just a container used to store the data. Clear? Then every variable in Python has two characteristics. First one is data, second one is what? Variable name. The same thing, if I create a syntax or if I write a syntax to create a variable in Python, so simple. Just you should have to mention variable name. Now in that memory, whatever the data you want to associate, directly you can create. This is what the characteristics. So this is what, how you are going to create a variable. It's so simple. Just you can say variable name and data automatically the memory will be allocated and name will be associated to it and you can use it. Clear? Now let us take an example. Assume that I'll take an example where I'm going to tell a is equals to 10. That's all. Now you can see this is a variable now. What is this? Variable in Python. So what you have done here, okay, so internally what happens whenever you run this code, what happens now? Okay, one block will be created. In that block a 10 will be stored. For that block we'll be having a name called what? A. Same thing. Now in spite of this you can say print of what you are going to use? A. That's all. This is how it works. See, what is this 10 and everything we are going to discuss, and how many types of data we are going to use and everything we are going to discuss that. Clear? That is what variable is. And we can create n number of variables. Please do remember, we can create what? N number of variables. So simple. What is a variable? See, variable is a container, or I can say a storage. So what is the use of that storage? Used to store the data. That's all. Same thing. Now why you want to store the data? To use it for n number of times. That's the reason we are going to store it. Got my point? Okay, so simple. Clear? Fine. After this, let us understand. Okay, this is what variable, how we are going to create. Okay, now assume that. Let us understand how to create a multiple variables. Clear? How to create? We are going to understand multiple variables. Simple. Now if you want to create a multiple variables, you can do one thing. Just in Python, you can create variable 1 is equals to value 1. I can say you can tell it multiple times. Variable 2 is equals to value 2. This is what one way. Go for n number of variables. And second way also we are going to have it. What is the second way? We can say, okay, multiple values here, like value 1 comma value 2 comma so on comma value n you can justify. Now for this, how many values you are using, those many variable names you need to provide. Var 1 comma var 2 comma var 3. This is how you can create it. Now total how many values you have created? Okay, those many variable names you need to define. That is how you are going to create it. Clear? Okay, so this is how you can create multiple variables. Either you can create in single line or you can create with respect to the multiple lines. Now let me show you an example. See, assume that, okay, so I want to create the variables. Okay, see here. Assume that. Now just if I say a is equals to 10, that's all you can say. A is equals to what you want to tell? 10. A is equals to 10. Let me put this. Sorry, why it is doing this? Let's say a is equals to 10. Okay. Then after this, let us print. Now you don't need to print 10 this time. You need to print the name. What is the name you are having now? A. Just use that A. See. Now what I'm getting now result as 10. Okay, this is what we can create. Now if you want to create multiple variables, in the sense you want to define multiple variables, you can define multiple variables. If you want to create, then you can create in two ways. Okay, in first one is nothing but multiple lines. Okay, how in the sense you can say a is equals to 10. You can say a is equals to 10, then followed by, you can say b is equals to 20. So let us say print. So what I want to print now? A comma b. What and all the values we have defined it. So what I'll get now? 10, 20. That is what I am going to get it. The next, okay, suppose if I want to create multiple, okay, multiple values or multiple variables in a single line. Then how to create it? So simple. Suppose I have multiple values. Assume that I am having 1 comma 2 comma 3. Now these need to be given to the multiple variables. Just you can say a comma b comma c. That's all. Now 3 values will be associated for a, b, c. So you can see if I run it, okay, a comma b comma c, or if I just print a, now what is a value is going to be 1. Then suppose if I print b, what is the b value is going to be 2. Same thing, suppose if I print c, what is the c value is going to be 3. This is what the result is. Clear? So you can create multiple variables with respect to the multiple lines. So what if I want to give only one? Okay, if I mismatch the number of variable names with respect to the number of values. Assume that if I am giving a comma b, assume that 1 comma 2 comma, okay, 3, like 3 values we are having but 2 variables we are having. If you do this, you will get an error. Obviously, you are going to get an error here. Why? Because here we are having 3 values, but total there are two variables. Now that is not a valid reason. Valid reason is, okay, so actually there is a concept, okay, this concept we are going to explain in the next concept called unpacking. So what happens is, unpacking in the sense, all this complete thing will be considered as one container. Okay, from that container we are pointing that, okay, first value need to be pointed to this, second value need to be pointed to that, like something like that. But what happens is, A is pointed by 1, no problem at all, but B, we are not explicitly telling that B need to point to 22 or 3. That's the reason you will get an error. Now how to resolve it? If you want, okay, A to be pointed for 1 and B need to be pointed for rest of the others, then we can do one thing, just you should have to mention star in front of it. Now you can see, now we got A as 1, B, okay, so it is a container, okay, those all values will be given in the form of one particular container in Python. This is what you can do it. Clear? Okay, and also suppose, assume that if you have a case like this, assume that we are having multiple values. Okay, this is what one more case now. Assume that I am having comma 4. We know that all 23, 3 and 4 will be given to B. What if I want to give this 4 to another variable? You can give it now. Now that C carries 4, that's all. Okay, so suppose if I print C here, suppose if I print C, it carries one last value. That is how it is going to work. And this is about your variables. I hope you understood this video. Okay, if you are understanding, please do like, subscribe and share to your friends. That's all guys. Thank you for watching.